All right, topic number two of my opinions of what's going on right now in the city. Um, the helicopter issue. For me, it's a property rights issue. From what I can see, the guy is going out of his way to um, work with the people around him and make it happen. He's obviously on a big enough piece of property. And as far as the noise goes, uh, I think they should ban leaf blowers before they ban helicopters in neighborhoods. Those things are loud as could be, and uh, heck, they blow more dust and make more noise than any helicopters that are going to be flying into that neighborhood down there. There's only one property in town that can um, that it could be zoned for. He's done everything he can to push it as far away from houses as he can. I say good for him. Um, the only other thing that I'd like to throw out there in comparison is, years ago, I don't remember when it was, but there was a person in Boulder City who built a garage. His big garage stuck out from the side. You could see it from the side yard. And the people around it didn't like the way that the garage looked. It didn't match the neighborhood, they said. So it wasn't in a neighborhood that had an association or anything else, but they still complained enough, and people got enough signatures or whatever you want to, whatever they had to do to pass a zoning ordinance that says your garage or outbuildings, whatever it is, the siding has to match your original house. So if you have lap siding, if you have stucco, whatever your original house has, your exterior building has to have, or your additional building. I recently, now in two houses that I've owned, have built garages. In both instances, I had to change. I was able to change the siding on my house to allow what I was doing in my garage. It just seems like such a crazy requirement to put on people. There's metal buildings. There's all different kinds of garages and additions that you can do to houses. There's houses everywhere that have multiple types of siding, but to get to my point, all it takes is a few angry people that, for whatever reason, it could be, they don't like the way that it looks from their house. They don't like the way that you're building a garage, and they wish they could have a garage. It could be for any reason, and somebody can go and create a ordinance to stop you from doing what you're doing. As a matter of fact, I was involved with something similar to this, where I lived on 7th Street for a while, and there's a couple of us on the street that were buying toy haulers, trailers, and that's tight parking over there. And for those people who know, there's a additional, 8 to 10 feet on between the curb and the sidewalk planter area that I don't know that anybody, except for maybe the three people in the city who know what the rules are with that 8 to 10 feet there. Can you plant a tree there? Can you put concrete there? Can you do? Basically, you can do whatever you want until somebody says you can't, or you can't do anything until you get approved. I don't know which one it is, but better to get forgiveness than it is to get permission, type of thing. And so those of us who were parking our trailers along that street, we started putting two wheels up in that. This two wheels on the one side up on the curb, and the other two out in the street. One of the neighbors got offended by it. I was able to fit my trailer in my front yard finally. The neighbor was able to put his in his front yard, but that wasn't enough. Came into a big argument, and ended up concrete driveway pad being poured diagonally across the front yard, almost as a rebuttal to just leave me alone. I just want to park my trailer on my property. You know, this other neighbor thought he should pay to have it parked somewhere, or, you know, go, you know, park your trailers where everybody else parks their trailers. You know, there's more than enough room on the guy's property. He showed it. He poured the concrete. He took a nice big green tree down from his front yard, poured a diagonal driveway right across it. And, you know, there's more than one way to make things like that work. And if we just leave people alone and let them do what they're going to do on their property, if it's not bothering you, you know, let it go. It's when the sad part of this process is that you actually have to ask people, because most of these people wouldn't have an opinion if you didn't ask them. But when you give them the chance to think about it and say, oh, you know what, I decided I don't like that, and then they become more vocal about it, and then they think their opinion matters more than anybody else. And, you know, it's a common theme when it comes to deciding what everybody else can do on their property. Anyway, yeah, let the guy have a helicopter. You know, he did everything he was supposed to do, and he's played by the rules all the way through.